Everybody, and welcome into the Cougar soccer facility as we get ready for women's college soccer action here on a Friday night. College of the Canyons and Santa Barbara City College here from College of the Canyons. Hi everybody, I'm Matt Robinson. Happy to have you along with us as always here on the Cougar Sports Network. Well, an interesting matchup here today. The Cougar women 3-1-1 on the year, coming in off their first loss of the season against Saddleback on the 20th. A 4-2 loss down on the road, a tough trip for the women, but trying to pick up a win here today against the Santa Barbara City College team that's 1-1-4 on the regular season. For the Vaqueros this year, 4 ties. They've had 2 ties in each, or 2 ties in their last 3 contests with a 1-0 loss over Fresno. They haven't scored many goals this year. So far for the Vaqueros, just 6 goals for on the season, but they haven't allowed a lot of goals either. When you look, a 4-0 win over LA Harbor, 0-0 ties against Orange Coast and Evergreen Valley, and then a 1-1 tie against Chaffee, a 1-0 loss to Fresno, and a 1-1 tie against Santa Monica. So a team that's very difficult to score on, a team that plays pretty solid defense and maybe does not attack quite as much as the Cougar women do. The COC women right now, 13 goals for. That's 27th best in the state of California. The number's a little bit down so far this year for Justin London's squad in terms of goals for, but 3-1-1 after a good start. One on the road against Ventura, a 5-0 win here against Moore Park, a 2-0 win on the road against San Bernardino Valley, but they haven't had a win in their last 2 games. Tied against Long Beach here at home 1-1 last week, and then a loss to Saddleback on the 20th 4-2. So trying to get back in the win column, taking on Santa Barbara here today. Should be a decent matchup. We'll step aside for just a moment. When we come back, we'll have more from the Cougar soccer facility as College of the Canyons and Santa Barbara coming up next. College of the Canyons wants you to get ready, reset, and go when it comes to your athletic future. With 17 intercollegiate sports programs to cheer for, opportunities for student athletes to learn, train, and compete, and a championship mindset that has produced state and national titles, College of the Canyons and the Cougar Athletics programs offer a great college experience. Get ready, reset, and go at College of the Canyons. Visit canyons.edu/schedule and cocathletics.com now.
At Jersey Mike's, we think no sub should be measured in inches long or seconds till served. A sub should be measured in moments, time with friends, lunch breaks unbroken. Every sub is a chance to be great. Every sub should ask the question, am I a sub or am I a sub above? Jersey Mike's, be a sub above.
Meet Nigel Terry. In 2018, UCLA Health made him Laker for a day. Not because he beat cancer once, he beat cancer twice. He inspired us to push, to make the impossible possible. Because that's what Nigels do. And the world needs more Nigels. UCLA Health.
Welcome back into College of the Canyons. The Cougar soccer facility is COC and Santa Barbara getting ready to start here on a Friday. First of a men's and women's soccer doubleheader here on the Cougar Sports Network. And we'll actually have a triple header for you. We'll have women's volleyball as well at 6 o'clock. That one won't have announcer audio, but you can tune into that one as well as these 2 soccer matches here on the Cougar Sports Network. Well, COC 3-1 on the year, 1-0-1 here at home. Their only home game against Moore Park, or their only home win against Moore Park back in August on the 30th. And then Of course, just 2 home games so far this year. A 1-1 tie against Long Beach last week. The Cougars looking to try and get back in the win column here at home. As we're just getting ready to go, teams are getting out onto the field. We've had the starting lineup announcement, and we'll be just about ready to go here from the Cougar Soccer Facility. COC and Santa Barbara City College here on a Friday night. On what's a windy and warm day today. It's back in the 90s again today, so temperature will play a bit of a factor, but it'll cool off as the game continues on. Right now, at first kick, it should be about 90 degrees. Winds sitting decently strong, but not the worst we've ever seen. 4 miles an hour out of the north, max wind gusts up to 10 miles per hour. So it's a warm and windy one, but shouldn't cause too many problems as the night continues on. As we are nearly ready to go, officials getting out on the field, just waiting on both teams to get out on the field, and we will go to work. Cougars have 12 Western States Conference championships, won their 12th in 2021, have won 8 of the last 10 WSC championships, which 2020 was not contested. 10 straight playoff appearances for Justin London's side in his 14th season as the head coach of the Cougars. John Sisterton in his 16th season as the head coach of Santa Barbara, as his team to a 1-1-4 start. They've played some good teams, as we said. Beat LA Harbor 4-0, then tied Orange Coast and Evergreen Valley. They had their Taft game postponed due to excessive heat, which we've seen a few times, and then tied Chaffee, tied Santa Monica, their only loss coming to Fresno on the road, up at Fresno, 1-0 losses. Santa Barbara in their white uniforms will start with the ball. COC will be in their blue uniforms and will defend the goal to our left here to open up. It's just waiting on the opening whistle. We are underway here from the Cougar Soccer Facility. COC and Santa Barbara. As the Cougars going to attack here early as they get a takeaway, a chance on goal, and it's knocked down by Analea Poulet, the starting goaltender for Santa Barbara. She's started 6 matches so far this year. All 6 has a goals against average under 1 at .500 and a save percentage at .914 for COC. Kylie Uzon getting the start as she's done most of the year so far this year. Uzon 2-1-1 on the season with a 1.5 goals against and an .813 save percentage. As it was Rebecca Brooks with the first chance for COC, as we expect that to be the case most of the day. Brooks so far this year for the Cougars leading the team in goals for, as she's got 6 goals and 12 points on the season. She's outpaced everybody in shot attempts and shots on goal. 21 shots on goal, 28 shot attempts so far this year. Only Lauren Bailey in double digits for COC with 15 shot attempts. And she has 3 goals to show for it, so Bailey's been much more efficient, but Brooks has been the one that really goes to work on the striker's side of the field. As the Cougars play it ahead, Katie Russell will run onto it. Actually, it'll just be out of her reach ahead of her and out of play. So this one goes out off of COC, and it'll be a Santa Barbara throw in here. Way back deep in their own end. Just underway first half, Santa Barbara and College of the Canyons. Low throw in that goes out off of a Cougar, and it'll be, once again, Santa Barbara to throw it in. Well, got stuck under the stands here to our right. Again, the Cougars will just drive that one back in on a curve. Laurel Durkin had a nice little bend to that one, got it in play, and the Cougars will get a throw in deep inside Santa Barbara's end. Wind might have pushed that one back in just a touch too. Wind blowing from right to left right now. As the flag right in front of us blowing it back towards the Cougar end, and that might have had just enough push on it to push it back into play. Bailey into the box, moving to her left. Takes a left-footed strike that's blocked. And it'll kick all the way back out to midfield. The Cougars will pop it right back in. Presley Williams stepping up to try and play it. Santa Barbara will recover as NLA Poulet will pick it up and kick it away. First touch by Santa Barbara off the kick away. Cougars take over though. Brooks trying to work ahead. Steps around one defender. Lost the ball, got it to a teammate after it was contacted by one of the Vaqueros, but Canyon's able to get it for a moment, but not able to control it in midfield as it went off the foot of Emma Amaya. Back the other way comes Santa Barbara, trying to work on a counterattack here. Dakota Thiessen with it will play it ahead. Knocked down by Lauren Durkin. Picked back up by Santa Barbara and played back to the middle of the field by Thiessen once again. Gomez steps in front of a pass. Thiessen, the middle back, trying to play it back towards Zermano. Out off of Santa Barbara, and it'll be COC throwing off the far side of the field. A little delay off the throw-in. This one goes out off of Santa Barbara once again, and COC will throw it back in once again. This one out off of Canyons, so Santa Barbara will bring it back into play. Cougars dodge a bullet right there as a deep strike that goes off the post on the far side. Uzon went up to try and get it and wasn't quite there for it. And COC gets away with one right there as a good strike from Santa Barbara that doesn't find the back of the net. So we stay at 0-0 here early on. Another strike towards goal. This one bounces out. And COC will get a free kick here. Cougars up the near side. Santa Barbara trying to press ahead. Zulaga Ramirez will play it back. As Canyons will hold on. Orozco up to the near side. Flicked ahead by Katie Russell. Brooks touched it back to the middle looking for Lauren Bailey. It's taken away by Santa Barbara and played back up the field. Canyons will take over. Durkin will drive it to the far side. Canyons will take their time trying to work ahead as Gomez will spin back just a touch. COC trying to work into an attack here. Couple of touches, nothing dangerous. Canyons trying to work forward once again, down into the corner. Santa Barbara able to control and play it out of play, so it'll be a throw-in for COC. Not much doing for either side here early on. Neither team able to gain an inch at this point, as both kind of fighting back and forward right now. Throw in here for Santa Barbara. Canyons trying to work on an attack now. Lago Ramirez trying to play it back into the middle. Santa Barbara will play it out once again. Cougar assistant coaching group doing their best to keep the ball in play as it was going to bounce onto the utility field out behind the benches. There's Bailey trying to work. Back into the middle of the field. Deep drive on goal, goes high in over the net. As Giselle Gomez was trying to pop that one on and just couldn't find the mark. Santa Barbara goes short with the play away. Up the far side of the field. Zambrano will play it ahead. It'll go out off of COC, and it'll be a Santa Barbara throw-in. Canyons gets a takeaway off the throw-in. Clear out to midfield, but not beyond. Nyson tries to play it back into the middle. Uzon going to run out and gather it as she ran into Presley Williams going after the ball. Then we'll roll short, and the Cougars will work out from their own box here. Orozco onto the near side of the field. Durkin Tried to play it back through the middle. It was nearly taken away clean by Sofia Orozco. Ball still loose as Williams played it back into the middle of the field. Anna McLean for Santa Barbara plays back for control, and the Vaqueros will have it in the midfield stripe area. Feed in, knocked down by COC. Throw in from back on Santa Barbara's end here for the Vaqueros. So here comes Santa Barbara. McLean trying to play it ahead. Instead, will spin back. Eisen down towards the corner. Carroll's trying to work to the middle. Springer service it up in the middle. Defended away on a one-time chance from English. Cleared back by Canyons as Bailey will play it ahead, looking for Brooks. Brooks able to fight off a defender. Had Laughlin right on her. Now she'll run one-on-one with a defender, trying to work around her, goes back to her left, wanted to take a left-footed strike, still has it on her feet, takes a right-footed shot that's knocked down by Poulet. And a good chance that time by Brooks. And she just couldn't find the back, as you can see her cut back across the field. And we'll have our first substitution. Ryan Shepard coming off. Janelle Cornelio will come in. And Santa Barbara will move the ball away. So a good first look for COC. Santa Barbara's had a good look on a shot that hit the post on the far side, looking for the upper 90. That one from Brooks low. And Poulet with a good shot, or a good save. About 15 minutes into the first half. Kind of a slow feeling out pace here. And actually the substitution was Bosness into the game, not Cornelio. Someone goes out, it's Amaya, off of Amaya and out of play. So it'll be a throw in here for Santa Barbara from just in front of the COC bench. Sorry, we're still making some adjustments to cameras here, trying to get things working correctly. Is Santa Barbara with control. Goes out off of the Vaqueros, and COC will be able to bring it back in on a throw-in. Long run here for Santa Barbara as Laughlin was trying to bring it, or Flynn, excuse me, was trying to bring it in. COC able to take over. Uzon has to play that one away. A dangerous play back to her by Presley Williams, but Uzon able to clean it up. Bosness trying to run ahead. Defended on the far side by Zambrano. Able to get around her. Zambrano falls down. Brooks calling for it in the middle, trying to create some space for Bosness, who got around a defender, and will create a throw-in deep inside the Santa Barbara end. Apologize if we lost you there for a second. Our streaming software actually cut off for a split second here, so we're back with you. If we lost you, you haven't missed anything. It's still 0-0. Santa Barbara trying to work on an attack here. This one driven on, and a good save by Uzon that time as she leaps up and knocks it away. So the first test for Kylie Uzon that time. Or the second test, actually, we should say, and she makes the stop that time. So big save that time for COC as Uzon able to get up and knock it down. And we remain no score. Corner kick for Santa Barbara into the box. Header up in the air. Still bounces and they score! A chance for Santa Barbara off a header, and they find the first goal of the match. It was actually Teresa English that time off the corner, and Santa Barbara with a 1-0 lead. And we'll take a timeout as the officials have optioned for a water break. So we'll step aside for a few minutes. College of the Canyons wants you to get ready, reset, and go when it comes to your athletic future. With 17 intercollegiate sports programs to cheer for, opportunities for student athletes to learn, train, and compete, and a championship mindset that has produced state and national titles, College of the Canyons and the Cougar athletics programs offer a great college experience. Get ready, reset, and go at College of the Canyons. Visit canyons.edu/schedule and cocathletics.com now. Back inside the Cougar soccer facility as we are ready to continue first half action. So English with the first goal of the match. COC finds themselves behind. And we'll have to try and turn things back around here as we're still early on, so still lots of time. That's the one positive to that. Cougars trying to work ahead. Here's a chance. Yalung into the box, stops it up. Tried to cross, defended away. Good defense that time by Santa Barbara. Now Bailey runs onto a loose ball for COC. She somehow gets it back, tried to split the defense, got knocked down to the box. Canyons wanted a foul, not going to get it. Santa Barbara going to control on the outer side of their half of midfield. Crawford drove it ahead. Knocked down by COC. Canyons trying to work back into the middle once again. Here's Brooks this time. Onto the far side. Osnes cuts it back to the middle. Top of the 18 will play it back to Bailey. Bailey's strike high over the net, and that'll play. So Bailey trying to work from the top of the 18. Couldn't find the net. COC continues to trail 1-0 here.
Before anybody goes and does anything. So. You have that right, though, right? Yeah, I could do it if you're okay with it. I just don't want. I want you to have a. I mean, I know he's the head coach, so he probably has approval. But. Yeah, go ahead and do it if you can. Yeah. I've not done it. Yeah, I believe I can give him access to everything. I just need his email address, and I can find that.
Loose ball that time in the box, taken, or not in the box, excuse me, in the middle portion of midfield. Went out off of Canyons, and Santa Barbara will go back to work. Another ball that goes out, this time off of Santa Barbara, so it'll be a Canyons throw in here. So 1-0 Santa Barbara. Teresa English with the only goal. English now with 3 goals on the year that leads the team. She's been the leading goal scorer for Santa Barbara. Give her 8 points on the season as there's a foul on Canyons, and it'll be Santa Barbara back to work with the ball. So chance to set here for Santa Barbara. They play it low into the box. Williams right there to defend. It was McLean trying to get it, and then this one goes out off of Santa Barbara, and it'll be a goal kick for COC. That's just a straight turnover by Uzon right off the goal kick. Knocked down by English, but turned back away by COC's. The defense was there to help her out. Cougars trailing 1-0. Only had a couple of good looks. The best one from Rebecca Brooks. That's been it. Santa Barbara had a chance that went off the goal post on the far side, and then a header that ended up bouncing in. English did a good job to work into the middle of the field and was able to pop it by Kylie Uzon, who's been busy so far today. The ball off the post, a shot that she defended away, and the header. It's been Santa Barbara with the better of the attack so far. Santa Barbara a takeaway. Physical play that time by Bo Graham. Athena Bogram worked it into the box, but then had it taken away, and it rolled in on goal. The Cougars will recontrol. Yuzan kicks this one high in the air. First touch by Russell on the near side of the field. Wanted to play it along to the outside. Running up to it was Durkin that got it away from English, but it was too far ahead. Low Flynn will play it back to the middle of the field. Crawford onto the far side for Santa Barbara. On to try and counter. Zambrano, middle of the field. Theisen ahead. Yuzan going to come out and collect before McLean could get to it. It's a good through ball and just a little bit too much pace on it. That one goes off of Brooks towards the near sideline. Good hold that time by Russell. She'll feather it back into the middle of the field. Cornelio will spin. Played it onto the far side. It goes off of the foot of Bosness. Had to recollect it. Does. Bounces it back to Cornelio at the midfield stripe right in the center circle. Onto the near side. Bounced under the foot of Katie Russell. She's trying to get back onto it. Was forced off it by Hannah Crawford. Santa Barbara recontrols. Laughlin will play it ahead. This one goes out off of Canyons. Gomez was there to put the pressure on. Again, Laughlin will bring it back in. Brooks was trying to go 1v1 and got battled off the ball by Anna McLean, and McLean takes it away and goes back the other way. This one played ahead back to the top of the 18 and picked up by Yuzan before anyone can get there. Brooks early in the game had some, looked like she had a wrap around her upper thigh on her left leg. And at that water break, looks like she took it off. So something bothering her today. Maybe does not quite have the jump that she usually does. Because that's usually one thing that you're not going to see happen often is Rebecca Brooks get beat on speed to a ball. Substitutions coming here for COC. Sun starting to fall, about half the field in shade, half the field in shadows, at least on the Santa Barbara side of midfield. The Canyon side of midfield here in the first half completely in the sunshine, as the tall trees to our right starting to provide some shade. So see if that makes a difference as we continue on here in the first half, as Yuzan's been having to pretty much hold her hand up above her head here. I think Canyon's thinking maybe as the sun continues to fall over the next hour or so, maybe create an advantage going into the second half for COC. Katie Russell out, Ryan Shepard in. Throw in for COC off the near sideline. It's about 12:40 to go. There's Cornelio trying to work to the middle of the field. Instead, Canyons will play back for control. Presley Williams inside the center circle. Plays it along to Shepard, touched it off. Bosness wanting to work it to the inside, will instead work it back to Shepard. Shepard steps around a defender with a nice move, takes a right-footed strike from about 30, and it's knocked down by Poulet. Analia Poulet, so far this year, 0-1-3 on the season, but has only given up 3 goals. Her and the Santa Barbara defense have been very tough to get around this year. As we talked about Santa Barbara early on in the match, the Vaqueros 4 ties, and in 5 games, there have been 2 total goals or less this year in 5 of their 6 games. The only game where there's been more than that was their 4-0 win over LA Harbor. A couple of 0-0 ties, a couple of 1-1 ties, and a 1-0 loss, as they lead 1-0 right now over Canyons, here with about 11.5 to go in the first half. It's this ball down the near sideline. English trying to run onto it. She's the goal scorer, trying to work around the Canyons defense as Durkin's there to mark her 1v1. English has to keep it in play. In the corner trying to work, will cross it over the middle, goes over everybody, bounces to the far side, and then driven out of play by Santa Barbara, and it's a goal kick for COC. Looks like one of the Vaqueros down on the field on the midfield area. Zermeno is a little uncomfortable here. I'll actually bring the athletic training staff out onto the field for COC. Gonna check on Zermenio, who looks like she might be cramping up here. You can see the sunshine to our left. Pretty bright to our left, and then to the other side of the field, lots of shade, especially in goal right now for Poulet. So makes a touch of a difference as the match continues on. And now if our camera not pointed towards the middle of the field, but that's where Zermeno is getting worked on, and Rebecca Brooks actually sitting down on the field trying to stretch out as well. So this will add on some time at the end here of the first half. It looks like Zermeno's okay, which is good to see. So we'll go back to work now that everybody's all right. Ball working through the middle of the field. Brooks able to play it ahead. Bostis on the far sideline trying to work. Cougars trying to find the equalizer here late in the first half. Brooks around one. Tries to cross. Blocked away by Santa Barbara and cleared back out to midfield. It's a good look, and you think Rebecca Brooks would normally try and pump that one on, but maybe didn't like the angle that she had and decided to try and center it up. Here's Brooks again for COC. Brooks trying to work down the sideline. Will slow down, 1v1 with the defender on the far side. Tries to cross it low, and again cleared away. Laughlin there to clear it away. And it'll be another throw-in for COC here. Ball sent through the middle of the field again by Brooks. Nothing there. This ball goes out off of Santa Barbara. It's a Canyons throw-in. This one driven on and used on with a nice stop. And again, it was English with the look. Now a whistle for a foul on Santa Barbara. As Cornelio got knocked down. She's uncomfortable here, and that's going to bring the athletic training staff out onto the field. So again, we'll continue to add time here.
I don't have any help for you right now. I'm glad you're. That's great. Tension in the press box.
We're doing, like College of the Canyons is doing the men's games. It's not YouTube.
Red, who was a foul? Was that a foul on Santa Barbara on that play?
I think they stepped on her, I believe. I mean, I talked to them about something else, not about that. So.
Okay.
So you don't know the number?
Oh no. No. Who fouled her?
So it looks like Cornelio is going to get helped off. The card actually having to come out onto the field. She got stepped on is what the official word was. So once we get the opportunity here, we will go back to work, and there's probably going to be close to 5 minutes of added time here. So we go back to work. Santa Barbara leading 1-0. This one goes out off of Santa Barbara, so Canyon's back to work. So we're inside the 2-minute mark, so we're on the officials' watch now. Still 1-0 in favor of Santa Barbara. Neither team has really had a dangerous chance in the last 15 minutes or so. The game's kind of slowed down in terms of pace.
Volleyball is at 6. Men's soccer is at 7, and women's soccer is at 4:30. What did Jesse tell you to go do?
I don't know. That's like 5. I saw this and 4 to 6.
That's like 4 different stuff.
Yeah, 4, 2, 6. That's 2 games.
So I just kind of show them to whatever. I don't really. I mean, what do you want to do anything specific? No.
I have nothing. I mean, soccer kind of runs itself. So
Yeah.
if you want to shoot stuff, shoot stuff. If you want to go for volleyball, go for volleyball.
I'll probably go do volleyball because it gets locked in.
Okay.
So then I can do volleyball.
No. But yeah, you can go for volleyball. That's totally fine. I know you want to do some broadcast stuff, but soccer is kind of.
Yeah.
I don't really have anything for you to do. I kind of run it all myself.
Because I texted Jesse and I'm like, yo, can I do it? It's all good. I'm like, hey, I'll be there at soccer tonight at 5. Do you want me to bring my camera? He's like, yes, bring camera. The same thing as last week.
He'll be here at some point.
Yeah, he said he's going to be in and out.
Yeah. So if you want to shoot right now, you can. I know Kyle needs some highlights and stuff.
Yeah.
So it'll help him out. Nope, I have to leave it. But there's not really much I can have you do over here because, like I said, it's kind of boring.
All right, the Cougars will get a chance here on a set piece. Lauren Bailey will try and drive it towards. Bailey will slip it high in the air, and it goes off of one of the Cougars trying to sky up for it. It was Sasha Marslin trying to bend around to get there and could not. So the Cougars not able to get anything dangerous on goal that time.
Head on a swivel. Head on a swivel.
Santa Barbara trying to go to work on offense here.
I'm not letting another lens take a damage.
Oh, you changed lenses. No, I had to change Oh, that's excellent.
I can't with you.
That is mean.
Still 1-0 in favor of the Vaqueros here. COC hasn't had anything dangerous in a bit. As it's really been a quiet late portion of this first half. This one goes out off of Canyons once again. So the Cougars seem content to just punch the ball out of play right now. Santa Barbara, it feels like, has a similar feel as they try to work on an attack, but just not going excessive on the attack right now. So Cougars trying to work ahead, just nothing doing that time as Santa Barbara able to defend away. This one played back towards the middle of the field. Arrows were trying to work on to it. Brooks now with a chance, will turn and fire. And Pele will grab it and hold on. And that will end the first half. So Santa Barbara gets the only goal. Teresa English's third of the year. That's all they've needed so far. 1-0 Santa Barbara at the half. We'll take a timeout here on the Cougar Sports Network. Second half action when we come back here from the Cougar soccer facility.
Hi, I'm Clara.
Hi, I'm Diana.
Welcome to College of the Canyons.
We are so excited to share our beautiful campuses with you.
At College of the Canyons, we have distinguished ourselves as one of the leading community colleges in California through our high-quality academics, forward-thinking staff, and outstanding student support systems. We have 3 campuses that serve well over 33,000 students.
The Valencia campus is our original and largest campus and has a university feel in a park-like setting. The Canyon Country campus is our newest campus. It is located on the east side of town and is nestled in the foothills, giving it a small community feel.
And our 3rd campus is fully online, offering the opportunity to take classes whenever it's most convenient for you.
With a wide range of educational offerings, College of the Canyons offers students the option to earn certificates or associate degrees and prepare for transfer to 4-year universities. Students are able to choose from more than 200 academic programs and enjoy access to a large offering of student services, clubs, athletics, resources, and extracurricular events and activities.
We have a lot of exciting things to show you. So let's get started. Thank you for joining us on this virtual tour.
If you find that you have any additional questions, you can contact Outreach and School Relations either by email or phone. We'll see you on campus.
Big things is always, I learned a lot from you.
I'm excited about doing
Be creative with
Yeah, that'll be good. He's a good interview. So just tell me when you want to do that.
So last night we went and my mom just got something like that. I got like 3 layers. I was just like,
Yeah, just text me when it's gonna work. There's no real urgency to it, right?
and you put it in a huge cup.
Yeah, you were great.
Welcome back into the Cougar soccer facility as we continue on. Second half action between COC and Santa Barbara. Cougars trailing 1-0. COC attacking to our right here in the second.
No, they've non-traditional games like the first week of October.
Or sorry, COC attacking to our left here. So we continue back to work here. Sorry, he's trying to cleaned some things up. Still 1-0 in favor of Santa Barbara.
She's really short and she kindergarten, I bet people would. So like, so like at recess, my friend Denise, she does cheerleading, and then my friend Mila becomes like it. And so Mila, she's super small. So my friend Katie will lift her up. She'll just like put out.
One of the, I don't know, one of Chad's folks. I don't know, I'm still working on trying to figure out the color grading on these cameras. OBS, because I can't get anything to match. I got 3 cameras though.
I don't know, I just don't.
I know.
I don't know.
I've noticed.
One's been sitting in an office for 8 months. So I was like, I'm taking it. They're not gonna miss it. I just need to get a matching one. I need to find another one buried in an office somewhere that nobody's using.
You are really.
They'll just throw it out about 3 months anyway. So.
Older. That's 2016. I'm 16.
Cougars trying to get working on an attack here. Still trailing 1-0. The only goal, Teresa English back in the first half. It's been kind of a slow pace to this one. Neither team really pushing.
Are you just saying at COC or are you
This ball played back towards the COC end, and Yuzon going to run out and gather it once again. It's been a lot of midfield play here so far early in the second half. Cougars trying to work on an attack here. Luga Ramirez into the middle of the field. Lauren Bailey, right-footed chance blocked. Good block by Santa Barbara that time. The Cougars can't recover. So while Carroll's will work out to the near side. Athena Bo-Graham tried to play it through the middle of the field. Amaya knocked it down. The Cougars will play it back towards Niobe Orozco, who will pick it up and swing it on to the far side of the field. Cougars have been really patient today. Just have not connected where they need to. Haven't had quite the punch through the middle of the field as they normally do. Today they've got Rebecca Brooks now on the outside. They've pushed Lauren Bailey ahead. Maybe that's a symptom of Brooks kind of fighting something off on, I believe, her left leg. As we said, she was heavily wrapped in the first half, but she took that wrap off midway through the first half. Here's a chance for Santa Barbara on a throw-in into the middle of the field. Cutting across, a right-footed strike that goes well up over the net as English on another drive on. You can see her run right into the middle of the field and drive it up and over. Cougars go short with the play back in. Williams with the ball for COC. Low drive ahead, defended off by Hardin. Picked up by Canyons. Amaya cuts back to the middle of the field, had it taken away. Here's Athena Bo-Graham back to the middle of the field now for Thiessen, who plays it along. McLean trying to work through. Got it to English. English behind the defense. On the outside, just inside the 18. Tries to cut it across. Defended away by Canyons. As Niobe Orozco running back on, knocks it down. And it'll be a corner kick for Santa Barbara here. Midway through this, or just about 10 minutes into this second half. Corner defended away by COC. Cougars go short again with the play back in. Santa Barbara will get the ball back. They'll get a throw in here. So this ball back to the middle of the field here. Ball kind of got tied up on the Santa Barbara half of midfield, right at the midfield stripe. Cougars able to play it ahead, but couldn't find a counterattack. Santa Barbara once again controlling along the outside of the field here. Marcelin will play it ahead. Canyon's trying to play it into the middle. A good ball low, but defended away nicely by Santa Barbara that time as Hardin was able to drive it away. Easton will play it back to the middle of the field. Brooks able to come back and get a takeaway. Brooks going to try and work onto the outside. Good ball through the legs of a defender, but Bailey not cutting across the middle of the field. Santa Barbara back the other way. Orozco. Good ball. Trying to find English. Gets by. Then it goes off of Presley Williams and out. English was able to cut it off of Williams and out of play. And they say it's a corner kick coming for Santa Barbara, so another dangerous attack for the Vaqueros here. And it'll set up an opportunity. High corner towards the inside post. English got ahead on it. Uzon able to get a hand on it. Then a block on a save by Uzon. Knocked the ball away initially and then dove out and made a left-handed save on a ball that was driven back in towards her. Cougars trying to clean this one up. Santa Barbara still with an opportunity. The ball rolls a little bit away from the box, and now Santa Barbara will try and reset. So Uzon a couple of big saves right there. And a couple of good looks for Santa Barbara off the corner. Cougars get a takeaway on the play in. Brooks with a long run, gets around a defender onto the outside on the left side. Still looking. Will try and play it through. It goes off a defender and rolls in on Poulet. And Brooks, just outside the 18 that time, was trying to get it to Lauren Bailey and decided against it. Or decided against a shot there. And it went off the defender and in on goal. So another really good look for COC, and they just don't even get a shot away here. Not generating the opportunities they usually do. Trailing 1-0. Just over 15 minutes in here to this, or just over 10 minutes actually, I should say, into this second half. Long run that time for Bosness, and she's tripped up. And the Cougars will get a free kick here from the middle of the field. This ball driven low towards goal, and it's going to go wide. Presley Williams on the shot attempt. So the Cougars trying to work on an attack here. Bosness tries to flip it into the middle of the field. Into the box. A chance there for Zaluga Ramirez, but she couldn't control. Santa Barbara going to turn it back the other way. Here's Santa Barbara now. A chance towards goal, and it's driven wide. Athena Bo-Graham that time with a look. And it goes wide of the goal, so. Go back to work here. Cougars trying to work ahead. Remember, men's soccer coming up after this here on the Cougar Sports Network. The COC men in action against Santa Barbara. And coming up in about 10 minutes time, if you would like to have two streams going, we can do that for you. We have women's volleyball against LA Pierce College, 6 p.m. inside the Cougar Cage on our second channel here on the Cougar Sports Network. So make sure you tune in for that. That one will not have announcer audio, though, with it. So another corner coming in here for Santa Barbara. Low corner on the inside part of the post. It pops in on goal. And it's going to be another corner here as it goes out off of Canyons. This one driven low. Hops in towards the middle of the box. Skips through everybody. Santa Barbara on it. Eason trying to work around. Knocked out by Canyons. And actually, it's still a throw-in for Santa Barbara. Actually, thought for a second they had changed their opinion and said, no, it's a throw-in for Canyons, but Santa Barbara throw-in. This one crossed into the box, defended away for a moment by Canyon, still in the air. Good couple of touches by COC back-to-back. So this one driven up the far sideline and out off of Santa Barbara. So it'll be Canyon's ball on a throw-in on the far side of the field. Well, Caro's on it first. Cougar's able to get a takeaway here. Russell on the far side, tried to play it in the middle, was looking for Lauren Bailey. Bailey gets a takeaway on the run back, but turns it right back over. English was trying to play it through the middle. Not able to. Santa Barbara trying to work forward. Good comeback defense by COC that time as Giselle Gomez was able to knock it away. This one rolls in towards the Santa Barbara goal. That's where play will be stopped for a moment. Caro's now trying to counter this one in on Uzon, and she gathers it up. Again, Santa Barbara trying to work on an attack here. This one driven towards Uzon, and she'll collect it. Not dangerous. Thiessen that time from deep in. They played it ahead that time. Bosness with a takeaway for Canyons up the far sideline. Cut it to the middle of the field, driven out by Santa Barbara. So substitutions coming as a Cougar throw-in coming. Santa Barbara now with an attack here. Orozco, a chance, and she scores! Orozco into the far corner on an attack, and Santa Barbara has a 2-0 lead. Cut it right to the middle of the field, got around a defender, and piked it into the near side corner. And Santa Barbara adds on. Makes it 2-0 here. So it's Orozco with the goal. So for Orozco, her first of the year. On her first shot of the year. And now Canyons needs to get busy, trailing by 2 with just 25 minutes to go here in the match. Trying to avoid their second loss of the season. Cougars have not picked up a win in their last 2 matches after starting the season 3-0. And we'll take a break. About 24 minutes to go. Timeout on the field.
Meet Nigel Terry. In 2018, UCLA Health made him Laker for a day. Not because he beat cancer once, he beat cancer twice. He inspired us to push, to make the impossible possible. Because that's what Nigels do, and the world needs more Nigels. UCLA Health.
At Jersey Mike's, we think no sub should be measured in inches long or seconds till served. A sub should be measured in moments. Time with friends. Lunch breaks unbroken. Every sub is a chance to be great. Every sub should ask the question, am I a sub Or am I a sub above? Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
Continuing on here in the second half, Santa Barbara leading College of the Canyons 2-0 here on the Cougar Sports Network. It's been a difficult slog for COC here in this one. The Cougars just have not had many opportunities as they trail by 2 and need to try and get in on the attack here, as we're inside of 24 minutes to go when we come back to work. So we go back to work. Uzon with a soft play away from goal here. Cougars have been back in their own half of midfield for most of this second half. They're on for Santa Barbara coming. So Natalie Casada into the game, Orozco off the field. Cougars trying to work ahead. Brooks with a good first touch, played it forward. Just looking back at the official calling for a foul, I think actually was saying it was touched off of Santa Barbara. Maybe not calling for a foul, but making sure that the Cougars are going to get a throw in, and they do here. Bailey in small space, able to play it ahead. Lugo Ramirez trying to get it forward towards Brooks, who Brooks has been pushed back into the middle of the field. Cougars have had her on the outside for most of this match. Now trying to switch things up as they trail by 2. Santa Barbara's done a good job to mark both her and Lauren Bailey, make sure that they cannot get loose. That's along with the 2 goals off of 2 separate attacks, one off a corner, one off just a drive in. It's been the difference so far as the Cougars really have not attacked. Maybe just a couple of shots in the match. Long run for COC. Russell was trying to work ahead. Stalled up along the far side of the field. Getting down deep into the Santa Barbara end, but nothing dangerous for the Cougars. Madison Dotson into the game for Santa Barbara. Vallejo played away here. Macy Moore also into the game, as Orozco and English off the field for Santa Barbara. Cougar men's action scheduled for 7 o'clock today. And if you want to watch a couple of streams at once, women's volleyball going on right now, just underway. COC with an early 3-1 lead in the first set against LA Pierce College. Santa Barbara going to work. Crawford's pass sneaks through. Try and play it back to her, and the Cougars able to take it away, and we'll flip it ahead. Brooks going to run onto it. One-on-one with the defender here, trying to get around Harden. We'll slow it up. Now takes a left-footed strike that's blocked up over the goal, and will provide a corner here for COC. Good chance that time for the Cougars. As it'll provide a corner here. Trying to get the replay for you, but didn't get it to tank, so we'll wait for the corner here. Ryan Shepard back in, Giselle Gomez coming off. Low out-turn corner, knocked down. Marcelin trying to play it in. Cougars try and play it towards goal, defended away by Santa Barbara. Ball continues to pinball in the box. Finally, the Vaqueros clear it out. Shepard got run over by Aisha Kamara. And the Cougars will get a chance to set something up here. Presley Williams. From maybe about 40 out here. She'll drive it low, deflected in the air. In the box by Bailey. Now she has it on the outskirts of the 18 on the near side. Gets it to Brooks just outside the 18. Takes a left-footed strike that goes up and over. Well wide from Rebecca Brooks that time. The Cougars with their best look of the second half. Just couldn't find anything dangerous. That one played out off of Santa Barbara. Canyon's going to bring it back in. This one popped ahead, but going to be too far ahead as Durkin couldn't get there.
Like I said, we'll probably get a copyright claim or two with audio, and we'll just go in and tell them to cut it out when it gets into the. Nothing I can do about that.
Well, I mean, except for.
But you want some sort of noise.
About you, that was
No, are you kidding me? I've got it over here too.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. I'm monitoring to make sure it's still running, because I have to go in there occasionally and mess with the camera and set it to a wide view like that, because it'll get stuck. So I don't think they did a very good job of doing that. It gets lost with all the balls over into the balls over forward on the other side.
Again, out off of Santa Barbara. Cougars trying to attack here. Only 13 minutes left to go here in the match. Trailing 2-0. They need to find two and in a hurry. It's time not on their side. Might be about 2 minutes of extra time here after the water break. Cougars trying to work. Whistle for a foul going to be given against COC that time. As Ryan Shepard going to be called for the foul. Guzada defends a ball away as Santa Barbara was trying to work into the box now. Into the center of midfield, and Santa Barbara again takeaway and moves it ahead. Cougars can't get it out. Goes back towards their own end. Battle for it on the near sideline. Chipped ahead by Dodson. Trying to run down into the corner towards it. Williams cuts across, bounces it off or gets it back. Amaya then back to the middle of the field. Poked ahead by Marcelin. Brooks can't get loose. Defended there by Laughlin. Right on top of her that time. Williams tries to bump with Athena Bow-Graham. Now Thiessen with it. Back into the middle of the field. Again, Santa Barbara just trying to pressure serve right into the box. Marcelin with a good slide and take down. This one driven back towards goal and over. As Yuzan was very careful watching that one. Wanted to make sure not to touch it. Gets a Cougar goal kick here. Cougars have gone short all day today with goal kicks and just have not had good enough movement to get out cleanly as a foul called against Santa Barbara here. Good defense that time by Thiessen as the Cougars were trying to clear. Was able to keep the ball down in the Cougar half of midfield. Now McLean with it for Santa Barbara onto the outside. Kamara was trying to work into the middle. Cougars able to get a takeaway. Canyon's trying to work ahead. Bosnis a little poke ahead of a defender. Trying to swing it around another one, and instead it goes out off of Santa Barbara, so a throw in for Canyons here. About 10 minutes to go here in the second half. Cougars need to find some pressure, need to find some attacks here. They just have not had any sustained deep pressure. It's been pretty much all in favor of Santa Barbara here in the second half. And minus a couple of Kylie Yuzan stops, might be a wider margin for the Cougars to try and regain. Lauren Bailey now. Long run here, looking for some help. Got it to Bosnis, touched it in the middle, got it to Brooks. Brooks, little jumping shot as the ball was bouncing, not dangerous, and it's stopped by Santa Barbara. Zermano tried to play it into the middle of the field. Canyon's able to defend it. Santa Barbara still working though. Kamara had it taken away. Good step up that time by Katie Russell. Bosnis ahead. Brooks trying to spin. I got tugged by a defender, but no foul. It goes off Santa Barbara though, and it'll be Canyon's ball on a throw-in on the far side of the field. Orozco off, Russell, or Orozco on, I should say. Russell off for Canyons here. This one played out off of Canyons, and it'll be a throw-in for Santa Barbara with about 8 minutes to go.
Glancing at their website the other day, and they actually have a pretty cool baseball softball system. It's a auto switcher system. Yeah. So if that's something that they're interested in for that.
How much is it?
They don't put prices on their website because they want you to call it and tell you what the price is. It seems pretty solid. It's able to get home to the plate and then a wide shot of the field from behind home. So if that's something the baseball and the softball coaches want to look into.
Well, it's not.
Did what the cost is, yeah. But yeah, I think they finally put it together and it's out there. So I watched a couple of like 3-4 minute video of some of it. It works pretty well. I mean, not as good as this, which is better than nothing. I think the only problem we run into is server system where the variant will get crushed out by weather.
Yeah, we don't have anything else about that.
But who knows, maybe they can do something because they're setting it up outside. It's possible.
Comes Santa Barbara with an attack now. Dodson trying to work around Williams. Williams staying right with her step for step, able to defend it away and defend it out. It'll be a deep throw-in for Santa Barbara here. Marcelin got run over the top of as she's trying to keep a ball in play, and Athena Bogram just kind of fell down over the top of her. I don't think it was anything egregious. It was kind of incidental more than anything else. Marcelin's all right, I think. Maybe she's not. Kind of waved off the official here. Looks like it's her jaw that's bothering her, but the Cougars will get a free kick, and they just play it out. Presley Williams was trying to keep that one in play and just played it right out. This one goes out off of Canyons, and it'll be another Santa Barbara throw-in. Williams again knocks this one out of play. Substitutions off the far side. Santa Barbara going to bring in subs here for the final 5 minutes. Marcelin first touch, but it went back towards the Cougar end. Canyons will now get a throw in as Casada was there to clean it up. Ball pops in the air. Bailey. It's actually a Santa Barbara throw-in. Bailey thought it was a Canyons throw-in, but it wasn't. Be another Santa Barbara throw-in. Caro's doing a good job just keeping the ball on the outside and forcing Canyons to try and get a clean takeaway while still pushing it ahead into the Canyons side of midfield. Ball popped into the middle. Cutting across was Sarin to knock it down. Santa Barbara gets a takeaway once again, though. Zambrano this time down the sideline, gets it into the corner. This one will roll out, though, and it'll be a goal kick for COC, and they need to go quick here. Trailing 2, 3 minutes to go. Got to go to work in a hurry, trying to find 2 goals. Canyons again short. Santa Barbara had a person behind the COC defenders. Mazzari was there, and then she came in and pressured Uzon, and that kind of created an opportunity for Santa Barbara. Now they've got an attack here. Uzon was able to get a hand on that and shove it into the corner. McLean spins it out. Kamara up top. Eason into the box on the far side, but an offside flag going to be called against Madison Dodson. But for Santa Barbara, you'll take that as it puts the clock at 2:20. Official down to check on Kylie Uzon, who looks like she got the wind knocked out of her a bit. I think that's when she dove to try and punch that ball out. So Williams here, as we're on the officials' watch now. Plays it out. One's going to go onto the football field. They're going to give 4 minutes of extra time, is what the signal from the official is. Williams throw in, first touch by Santa Barbara. Marcelin running onto it. She'll work ahead. Into the middle, was trying to spring Brooks. That was high off of one of the Santa Barbara shoulders. Bailey trying to get loose. Got knocked down. It goes out. And it'll be a corner kick coming for COC here. Cougars need to go quick here, try and organize. Volleyball floor. COC with a first set win, 25-11 over LA Pierce.
So basically what happens is, because they're all standing in piles, it's not sure where it needs to be, and it's supposed to be that. Once it gets itself to that, then
So in the future, in these double headers, it was kind of an issue because they should be walking in front of the bench. They shouldn't be walking through our warm-up. They should be told to go around to their side of the field because it causes issues, and I shouldn't have to do that. And their coaches shouldn't have to do it. So he should know better because he's been here, but it's them. So anyhow.
This ball bounces away from Bailey. Bailey was able to spin down a defender. Now she's got it. Working. Cougars need 2 here. At this point in extra time, Santa Barbara clears it away. Ball stalled up in midfield. A couple of ladies battle for it on each side. The Cougars able to get it. Sarin along to the far side. Shepard ahead. Brooks knocks it down. Brooks trying to get into the box, got tripped up, was looking for a whistle, didn't get it. And now it's picked up by Pillay. Getting onto the point, that might be a whistle for a foul, and it is. Getting to the point for both sides that Santa Barbara, if they can just continue clearing the ball away, should be able to close this one out. For COC, you have to try and find 2 in maybe a minute and a half's time. When they have not had many good attacks today, it's going to be a hard ask. As Williams going after this one. Santa Barbara knocks it out. And actually, it's off of Canyons, they say, so it'll be a Santa Barbara throw-in. Canyons will get a throw in here. Williams quickly ahead, but doesn't get it over the Santa Barbara defense. So another Canyons throw in coming. Turnover by COC. Santa Barbara working ahead. If they pot another one, this one is completely out of reach. But it does not matter. The match is over. Santa Barbara takes a 2-0 victory over COC. As the Cougars don't mount any offense in this one. Santa Barbara with a 2-0 win. And they pick up their second win of the season, improve to 2-1-4 on the year. The Cougars fall to 3-2-1 on the year. And that is the final here from the Cougar soccer facility. COC falls 2-0. Men's soccer coming up at 7 o'clock. We hope you join us for that one here on the Cougar Sports Network.